Hi guys, and a very warm welcome back to the channel. Thursday morning, currently about 8:30. Temperatures in the low 20s, which is amazing for this time of year in Spain. And we've just come out of the last heat wave that we've had for maybe 5 or 6 weeks. I've posted in other videos that we were getting as high as 42. We were getting tropical nights over 23 most nights, and the last week or so it's dropped right down. So I'm getting out and enjoying some early morning riding. Going to do a bit of off-road, bit of twisty mountain tarmac, and explore up through the Sierra del Oro, which is the mountain range on the other side of the valley from where we live. And it's the shaded side of the mountain, so the mountain that faces north doesn't get the sun during the day, so it's a lot greener than the other side, and some stunning views up there. It's not a track I've previously been up. I've heard about it and heard other people tend to do it off-road, so we'll give it a go. So I'm going to get across this stretch of fields and ruts. You can see that the tractors have rutted them up during the last rains we had, which were a while ago. They are quite sandy, quite rutty, so I'll get up to the road, get on the twisties, enjoy a few of the bends first, and we'll explore some of the mountainside that I've not seen. So the little Vosges 300, or the El Burrito as I call it, the little donkey, continues to surprise me every time I jump on it. I'm constantly riding the Vosges 900 DSX or the 1100 Moto Guzzi, and they are really nice bikes to ride, a lot more powerful than this little 300. But it really is great fun to jump on this and just take off, even on the twisties. It's not a fast bike, but you can still have a bit of fun around these bends. And yeah, I really do like this bike, especially at the price point. I mean, as a toy you can use as an alternative to your big touring bikes where you have to have your luggage on and all the rest of it, and you're mainly road orientated. For something to explore and get out and have a bit of fun on, it's a great little buy and a great little bike. Yeah, for the average rider or the novice off-road rider, this is a perfect bike really to get out and enjoy the trails, green laning, and really hone some skills. Or even if you're never going to get proficient at off-road riding, it's an easy bike to get out and explore on. I said in a previous video, and I showed you in a previous video, I put the Lorien dog bones on this, and it's still in the back of my mind whether they're going to be strong enough to do anything more aggressive. But yeah, they made a massive difference. They haven't altered the geometry of the bike too much, and it still turns in pretty well into the corners. It handles well. But the added advantage now, when you're going on a really sharp bend or your back end steps out of it, you can quite easily get your foot down on the ground without any problem. So it has made a big difference. One of the things I may do on the bottom of the rear spring, the suspension spring on the back, there's a large place on the bottom, and quite a few people have drilled a secondary hole in that and dropped the bottom part of the spring down on the pivot point on the bottom, and kept the original dog bone on. So I may well go down that route and put the original dog bone on and drill that out, just for peace of mind in case I go over anything too severe that might be causing the rear end or the dog bones that I put on the billet aluminium ones to crack. Not that I've heard of any cases where they have done, but just for general peace of mind. So yeah, it's a big grim factor, this bike. I know a lot of you have got it and bought it, and there are quite a few videos out on YouTube now. But this fits nicely into a niche market of people who aren't out and out hardened off-road riders with all the gear and doing some really rough terrain, to those people who just want a commuter bike, which is great for commuting. If you want to go in and out of the city, in and out of town, you can see now around the bends I'm having a load of fun on this. It's never going to rip your arms off, but it's okay for nearly everything you'd want to use it for. But the added bonus with this and what it's designed for basically is getting out and exploring. So it gives you a real option. You just need a camera, your bike, and if you're lucky enough to own a drone, and you can get some real good adventures. I mean, you can even go camping, put a camping roll on the back and get out and explore places you'd never ever think you would get to. So after 40 odd plus years of riding, getting this little burrito, as I call it, and getting out on these trails still gives me the heebie-jeebies at times. It really is shaly, this track going up here now, and I'm stood up at the moment on the bike. But these tracks, these fire trails, you can quite easily sit down, and the added advantage of putting the dog bone on the back is when you sit down and the back end steps out while you sat down, you've got less control, but you can get your foot out and do the classic speedway type thing on a corner, so you can steady yourself with your foot as you go around a corner if the back goes out. So I'm not proficient at off-roading, I probably never will be. I'm novice to intermediate, I would say. I have been on some fast tracks and over some severe jumps, and it's great fun, but you need years and years of experience to build up to having the muscle memory and the fitness as well to ride some technical tracks. Doesn't mean that we can't ride these as you get older. Your muscle memory does build up, and you find that your core strength improves dramatically once you start riding these types of trails, especially if you're standing up over a period of time on the pegs. You'll feel it through your legs, your thigh muscles, your back and your arms. They in time do take a beating, but the more you do it, like any other sport, any other cycling, etc., the more you do it, the fitter you get, and it's a great way to get out and unwind. The added bonus is that you're out in the middle of nature and really enjoying your environment. Now, this particular trail I'm riding up goes up and up and up on the side of the mountain. If I look south from my house, there's a mountain range not quite as high as the place where I went up to the masts and the television antennas on the top, which is about 1,200 metres, roughly 100 metres higher than Snowdon. But I think the peak of this mountain when you get to the top is near 1,000 metres, so not far off the height of Snowdon. It's a gentle climb all the way up, around the bends, the hairpins, etc, etc. And as you get further around the mountain, we'll get a bit further up and I'll stop and I'll fly the drone. And the view sort of opens up to the left hand side as you look across now. You won't see it too much unless I turn and look across. But further up the mountain, as we get around a few bends, you'll see the landscape opening up. Large cliffs looming up on my right side, again out of view, but to my right at the mountain, huge 100, 200 metre cliffs that rise up into the mountain. And on the left side, you're looking down across the valleys to lower mountains on the lower side. So absolutely stunning trail to ride. And if I continue on this trail, it would probably do a 30-kilometre loop and eventually head back round to where I live. But I'm not going to do that. I'm going to get so far up and turn around and go back, because I've got a few bits and bobs to get on to our place. And it's just an early morning ride to beat the heat and just show you guys some of the stunning mountain trails in this part of the world. So the best way to enjoy some of these trails and routes around this part of the countryside in southern Spain is to just poodle around. There's no need to race. You're not racing anyone, you're not racing a clock, you're not trying to get from A to B as fast as you can. You're just taking in the sights and scenery. And you can see over to my left, looming there below, down in the valley, there's some mountains there that actually are quite high when you actually get up them. And you can see the height we're sort of getting up to here now. It's a long way up. It's a continuous climb going up, and it's breathtakingly beautiful. Okay, you've got to keep an eye on the shaly path and the trail ahead. There are a few washed out water ruts and a few bad bends that have got a lot of loose shale on them, but the hairpins that like that, basically you've just got to slow down, knock it into a lower gear, and just chill out and really relax and enjoy it. Obviously you can stop and take photos and take in the smell of the pines and the landscape, but yeah, it's really relaxing and a real sort of stress reliever when you can get out on these rides. We're looking at going on a ride on the DSX 900 over towards Lorca, and I'll do some video on that and get that out to you as soon as I can. So a real plus point on the Vosges 300 Rally is the superb engine that's also used by Kawasaki. So Lonsin makes some brilliant engines. Point of fact, the one that's in the DSX 900 is used in the BMW models, and this 300 is used in the Kawasaki models, all made by Lonsin. And a superb little tractable engine, nice little gearbox, very usable throughout the power range, and a sweet little bike and engine overall. So it looks like a great place to get the drone out and fly it. So get the drone out, fly it, get some footage and see what we can put together. So guys, a stunning ride out on the little Vosges 300 up into the Sierra del Oro, which is the mountain range on the other side of the valley from where we live. Still running the original Tim Sum tyres. I've got to try and do a service on this bike this weekend. The main dealers is a good way away, and it's due its first service. It's actually overdue its first service, and for those wondering about filters, oil filters, etc. for this bike, locally on Amazon and other sites, although they are the same as the 300 Kawasaki, and the filter goes on that side there, they're quite expensive. Here in Spain, some of them were €20 a piece. You take the cover off and you change the internal filter and drop the oil, obviously. Went on AliExpress, and a pack of 4 for €21 I believe, and I've had them shipped over, and we just need to get some oil for the bike now, which is 5W40. So we'll get the oil in the bike and get it changed over. The reason I'm not taking it to a local main dealer is they're going to charge me about €160 just to drop the oil and just check the chain, basically, and nuts and bolts. So because of the price of this particular bike, I'll probably self-service it. The Vosges 900 DSX obviously has got to go in for the main dealer servicing. That's a different kettle of fish, covering big mileages on that bike, so we need to keep that up with the 5-year warranty that it's got. This has also got a 5-year warranty, and I've heard of other people who've self-serviced and still had warranty claims within that period on things that have failed. So I just don't know on that one, but I'll get back on the ride. Stunning ride, like I said. Beautiful Thursday morning. I believe it's the 31st today, is it? 31st of July, heading in towards August, and we've got one more day, which is tomorrow, which is Friday, where the temperatures are not getting over 32, 33, and then they're going to shoot up again into the high 30s and touching 40. So I'll get the drone, which I've just flown, and I'll put the video of that in the video, and you can take a look at some of the scenery, some of the mountains. to the side, and got my visor again. Got my visor shut because of all the tiny midges. As soon as they see your face, they want to attack you. So I've got a few chores to do back at our place. We've got guest booking in Saturday from the UK. 8 people in the big farmhouse, so we've got a few jobs to do down there. I've got some solar lights to put on the terrace and some chairs and tables to set out. So I'm going to get back, have a coffee, do the chores I've got to do, and then start my holiday in earnest. So I've broken up for August, a couple of days early this week, and I've got a good 4 weeks off now to tinker with the bikes and just generally enjoy life.